Turn around, up against the wall, put your hands above your head, spread your feet, now get down on the ground, on the ground. So shout or make a move, I'll kick your ass, I'll kick it fast, so fast you won't have time to wonder how. Not a sound, you're slowly in your pocket, take your wallet out, your watch, your jewels, your change, your keys, your money, to keep laying down. I'm leaving now, keep laying down, don't make a move, don't turn your head, count to 100 or you're dead. Turn around, wise guy, every weekend when I leave my job, wise guy, every Friday night I'm getting robbed, and you think that I'd know better than to walk home all alone, wearing fur, gold chains and leather, drinking beer and very stoned, hanging out where I should never, as I walk and talk to every single person that I meet on the street, giving out my private number to everybody I meet. Well, I've been going home with strangers, using subway jobs at night. I'll take any drug you give me if you say it's alright. Amazing I'm still alive. Hey buddy, can you spare a $5? Please help me till the cops arrive. Once upon a time I was high on my life, now I'm getting mugged in the park. What else can I do? I'll have to move out of New York. Nothing I can do, living my life in New York. Thank you very much. I'm Dove, D-O-V-E, thank you. And now we have on the stage, Chino LaForge.
That's me, and that was Dove. Keep it going for Dove! That's Dove, ladies and gentlemen. He used to close out the nights, now he opens them up. We like him in this spot, it's very nice. It feels like it's time to start the comedy show. What do you guys think? Is it time? You guys do this to me sometimes. I ask for a response and you give me this tepid, lukewarm, broken heater jacuzzi response. Ladies and gentlemen, some of you are neglecting family to be here. Some of you have kids at home you called sitters for to be here tonight. This is the coolest thing going on a Monday night on Maui. Make some noise if you're ready for some comedy. Thank you. Here we go. I'll give you guys the gift of sound over here too. Is that better? There we go. Perfect. Wonderful. This is the Comedy Simulator, if you're not familiar. Whose first time is it here at the Comedy Simulator? Hey, welcome friends. Thank you. All right. Very, very open. He suggested them for it, which we all know what kind of friend that is. The Comedy Simulator is not a real comedy show. What you guys are seeing is not real comedy. This is a simulated comedy experience. What that means is that you're not a real audience, we're not real comedians. What does that mean? Nobody's charging you, so lower your expectations. That's our motto here at the Comedy Simulator. This is an open mic that we dress up to be a prom date. We put lipstick on a pig. This is normally a pretty rough show, but the way we do the Comedy Simulator, it's a lot of fun. You're gonna see some people say some genius things, some hilarious things. And you're gonna hear some people say the dumbest things you've heard in a long time. And that's kind of the range of comedy. It's all said in the attempt of comedy, so just remember, we're doing our best up here. Not everybody's great. Some of us are better than others. Tonight's theme is dark humor. A tough one, right? Especially in today's day and age. Just want you guys to know, trigger warning. Tonight is dark humor. I do not know what's coming out of these comedians' mouths. I know what's coming out of mine, and I should already be warning you. Dark humor is a tough way to skirt. It wasn't 10, 15 years ago, but it seems to be a tough route to take in comedy. So just know, it might get a little rough. You might want to take a step outside if it gets too bold for you. Let us know if the interaction's not okay. This is, of course, remember the hands. If somebody's interacting with you, don't want to interact, just throw up those hands, they'll stop interacting. Comic of the night, I will award. Hey, Jackson, you were Comic of the Night last week as voted by the Comedy Simulator audience on live stream. So get a couple of drinks on my tab tonight. You hear that, Maddie? Thank you, honey. Appreciate you. Jackson, you get a couple drinks on the Power Up Simulator tab. Congratulations. Audience member of the night, you will win hot sauce tonight. Tonight's hot sauce is from High Spice Hot Sauce. Eye of the Sith. Very, very hot sauce. It was part of the spicy taco eating competition for Cinco de Mayo. This is very hot. If you don't like it, it's great for enemies. If you have landlords, in-laws, bosses, people you don't like, give it to them. Tell them I love you, butt. It's a great way to say it. Handmade hot sauce by my hands. I make the sauce. If you want my hands in your mouth, that's how you get it. All right. Audience member of the night taken care of. Comedian of the night taken care of. Topic was taken care of. I think we're ready to go. You guys ready to begin the simulation? Let's do it. We do have a lot of comics on the list tonight, so I'm shortening your sets by about 45 seconds. You won't notice, but I will. All right. Let's get this started. Begin simulation. It is dark humor night, so I'm going to start off real rough. You guys ready? Yep. All right. I have a friend who's in the military. We're talking about, boo. Oh, great. That's a great start. No, he signed up a long time ago when we were kids. When in high school, 9/11 happened. A lot of people signed up to join the military. And we were talking about the prisoners of war. And he's like, well, a lot of people that we take are like extremist religious people. And I was like, are you trying to get information out of them? And he's like, yeah, but we're trying to find ways that we can extract information that isn't considered torture. And I was like, oh, that's easy. Just make them watch gay porn and jerk them off and then make them not go to heaven, right? That's just... If they're religious extremists, just make them go to hell. That's like their biggest fear, right? And get like an American soldier who's really devout to the country too. Who's like, I'm not even gay, I'm just doing this for America, you know what I mean? I love my country. Oh, you guys don't love America? No, I have a really screwed up sense of humor. It's because I lost a parent very early in life. I lost my dad when I was a teenager. Anybody else here lose their dad? Who's part of the Dead Dad Club? Dead Dad Club. Dead Dad Club. Dead Dad Club. Hey, he might as well be. He's as good as. All you people not chanting, you guys feel left out? That's how we're gonna feel next Sunday on Father's Day, all right? Just call your dad, tell him you love him, hug him a little bit, right? Now, I lost my dad when I was a teenager, and here's the weird thing, like, you know how they have like a photo next to like a casket or an urn of your loved one? I don't know when my dad got headshots, but for some reason it looked like my dad dipped his face in glitter and went, it was like beautiful. He looked like a K-pop singer. It was weird, right? He looked like a Latina airbrushed, what are those called? Glamour shots from the 90s, all coiffed. I was like, wow, that photo of dad is beautiful, Mom. She's like, oh, you like it? So she put it in my room facing my bed when I slept. Creepy, right? I'm a 15-year-old boy. My dead dad's staring me in the face. Makes it impossible to masturbate, right? That's not happening. And I'm a 15-year-old. That's like prime time for self-touch time, right? Like I'm learning. That's when I just learned you can flip your hand over. It's like, oh, it's got a butthole too? Like that's... So for 2 months, I have my dead dad staring at me while I'm sleeping, and I'm like, I'm like, Mom, we got to move this photo. And she's like getting upset now. She's like, why? Your father loved you. I'm like, it has nothing to do with my dad's love for me. She's like, he's watching over you right now. And I'm like, actually, that's part of the problem. And finally, the argument reaches a head. I'm like, because, Mom, I can't masturbate with my dad staring at me. And my mom goes, oh, well, then put him in my room. Grief is weird, if you don't know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I never got to smoke weed with my dad. That was the most unfortunate part. I'm a big weed smoker. But I did find his weed pipes. I found his head case after he passed. And I was like, ooh, maybe if I smoke my weed out of my dad's pipe, it'll be like we smoked weed together, you know? I was only 14, whatever. I loaded, I smoked it. I got more high than I've ever been in my life. Because I just smoked weed out of my dad's crack pipe. Whoops. Nobody labels their pipes, right? They're just like, weed pipe, crack pipe, close the box, put it away. I'm laying on my mom's bed like, wow, this is the closest I've ever been to my father. Which is true because we both smoke crack. All right, you guys ready to start this mic? You guys know this is dark humor night, right? You know that I'm not just firing off into a void. I'm doing my best to make sure that you guys get ready for the next comics, because it's going to be darkness after darkness. I hope you're ready for it. If you need some light, let me know. Your first comic of the night, one of the island's biggest drug dealers, and by that I mean he's a pharmacist. Give it up for Rick Jager!
All right, guys. So my wife and I have been married for, I don't know, 38 years or something like that. She's not here. She's back in Virginia. I've discovered the secret to a long, successful marriage is to just stay the fuck away from each other for as long as possible. So we just gotten to the point now where we're just waiting around to see who wins the death lottery. I did go back to visit a little while ago, but did I get a hero's welcome when I walked in the door? No. As soon as I walked in the door, she started ragging on me. Why can't you work from home? And I said, because we don't have a hospital in the house. And she said, you know what I mean. Why can't you work close to home and not stop doing all this traveling? And I said, well, I don't hear you complaining about all the money I'm bringing in from traveling. And she said, you know what I mean. There's just a lot of shit to do around this house. So I shot her. The expression on her face was priceless. She wasn't expecting that. She looked like Oswald when Jack Ruby shot him. It was like, oh. So I'm looking down at this lifeless hunk laying on the floor, and I said, I guess we know who won the death lottery, don't we, bitch? So, just then my daughter walks in the door, and she sees my wife laying on the floor with me with my gun in my hand, and she says, Dad, what did you do? And I said, what are you getting so upset about? She wasn't even your real mother. And she said, what do you mean she wasn't my real mother? I said, well, you know that saying, one man's trash is another man's treasure? Well, you're 36 now, so I guess it's about time I told you you're adopted. All right, I think that's enough dark shit. Where are my surfers? Any surfers? All right. I just want to say for the record that the Beach Boys are fucking liars, okay? They have this song called Catch a Wave about surfing, right? If you haven't heard it, there's a line in this song that says, you paddle out, turn around and raise. That's all there is to the coastline craze. Really? That's all there is? Maybe for you guys that's all there is, but for a guy from Virginia, the learning curve is just a little bit steeper than that. They don't say anything about going over the falls, getting caught in the spin cycle, not having enough oxygen to make it back to the surface, or, oh shit, what's that other thing? Drowning. They don't mention drowning. So that's all there is, huh? Fuck you, Brian Wilson. Thanks, guys. My name's Rick Jager.
Rick Jager, bringing out the darkness. That was strange, right? I started off as jokes, and I think it turned into a little fantasy porn, right? Yeah, I got some money, and I shot her. Hey, a boy can dream. All right. Your next comic runs the Tuesday mic every Tuesday night in Kihei. So if you don't get enough open mic comedy here in Paia, you can get it again in Kihei. Give it up for Mr. Morgan Tamajian.
Thanks, everybody. Fuck, thanks for coming out tonight. Tuesday night, or is it Tuesday? No, it's only Monday. I'm getting ahead of myself already. Sorry about that. If you have a flight to catch on Tuesday, you're still good. So I'm trying this new joke. I tried it before, but we're gonna see how it works tonight because the seven dwarfs, right? They're all in a hot tub together, and they're feeling happy, you know. But then happy got out, so they started feeling grumpy. Anyone? No? Okay. All right, we got to move this along. I was talking to this old timer the other day, and he's asking me about my girlfriend, and I was like, he's like, "Are you gonna marry her?" I was like, "I don't know." He's like, "Well, you don't tell her. You don't ask her to marry her until you've seen her angry, jealous, and mad. Or no, angry, jealous, and sick, right? Because you'll know you don't marry someone you can't handle in those three things." And I thought that was great. So I went home and I complimented my girlfriend on her mustache. Then I gave her food poisoning and I went out and cheated on her. I know. You never knew what a jealous fucking bitch she could be. I mean, it was like, you know, hey, cool down. I'm just trying something here. Let's see. Did y'all feel the earthquake last week? Don't lie. You felt it? Yeah. That's what my girlfriend said. I'm like, there's an earthquake happening right now. She's like, I don't feel anything. And I was like, isn't that just typical? You know? Fuck. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. No, I tried all the dating apps. I met this girl on Match.com. Turned out she was an arsonist. And crazy, because her friends on the app, it said, like, her friends say she can really light up a room. Ironically, it ended with a burning sensation. Thank you. One laugh. I got one. Oh, shit. So the New York Knicks, I mean, they're at home. Not going to get into the gory details of tonight's massacre at their own court, but what's really kind of ironic, it just reminded me of when I was in New York. And there was nothing big going on other than the anniversary of 9/11, which, I mean, it wasn't the anniversary, it was the 10-year anniversary. Then 10 years later, I was there for the 20-year anniversary, just dumb luck timing. No big deal there. But it was crazy because you ride the subway there in New York. And I was there, and I was on the subway, and every once in a while, you're sitting there at the stop, and it takes like a little extra time to stop. So you start kind of looking around, and you're noticing people on the subway, and there was this woman sitting there, and she's sitting there, she realized there was a delay, and like I did, and she wasn't looking at me, but I was looking at her, and she reached in her bag, and she pulled out a Reese's peanut butter cup wrapper, and there was one Reese's peanut cup, I was watching, one Reese's peanut butter cup there, and she took it out of the wrapper, and then she dropped it on the floor of the subway in New York, and I was like, shit, and she was like, looks at it, and then she looks up and sees me looking at her. She like reaches down, picks it up. She's all bummed. She like wraps it up and she drops it in her purse and just goes, you know. And then she got up because the train was still stopped. And she went outside and she went to the next car, and then she went and sat down. And she took out that Reese's peanut butter cup and ate it. I watched her through the thing. She didn't know I was watching her. Then she looked and she said, she's looking at me. And I look at her. I was like, actually, that was me. I dropped the Reese's peanut butter cup and I ate it off the floor. Just thought I'd see how you guys would react. It's, I mean, no one's ever died from eating something off the floor. Could you imagine? She had her whole future ahead of her. And she ate that M&M off the floor.
Keep it going, Morgan. All right, I'm gonna run a little commercial real quick. All right, we are at Paia Bay Coffee and Bar here on the island of Maui, Hawaii. Thank you, live streamers, for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe. We are about 200 away from monetizing. Who wants to make some money? We want to make some money, right? Help us make some money. You guys should follow us too at Comedy Simulator on YouTube. It's free. It won't hurt you. And you can put comments like earlier, someone Hack Voltaire was like, hey, this is horrible. I'm like, huh, first time here, huh? Yeah, our comment section is just as bad as the comedy. They are really ruthless to us. Join them. We appreciate you guys. Thanks for listening. We've given out 3 different viewers hot sauces across America. So if you put up some dope stuff, maybe I'll send you some hot sauce. Or maybe I'll just tell you you're an asshole. That's fine too. Also want to give a big thank you to Skylar with Shroomcat Studios for putting on this technological experience. Look at this. Super interactive. We can experience them in live time. This is wonderful. They can be mean to us in true high-speed internet. This is what the internet was made for. Ladies and gentlemen, your next stand-up comedian. Well, it's Dark Comedy Night. I couldn't think of a night better suited for this comic. More commonly known as Dumpster Danny Salazar.
How are you doing tonight? My name is Danny, and it is good to be back. Let me just say, we have one hell of a crowd here tonight. Hell, I'll pay a woman $20 right now to flash her tits at me. Remember, ladies, there's nothing wrong with being a whore. Everybody's got to make a living. But if you're pregnant now, it could be mine. So, how many guys here tonight enjoy eating pussy? Oh! Wonderful. And let me just say for the record, ladies, I really enjoy eating pussy. It reminds me of eating zebra cakes in a cemetery. It tastes so good, but the body's not fresh. But you know what's even more fucked up? Is that women today still don't like their pussies licked. And every time I meet a woman who don't like their pussy licked, they remind me of one of those old-fashioned drug-free commercials. I used to get my pussy licked, but then I realized it's not me anymore. So I was watching mafia documentaries the other day. Just, learning about the lives of Al Capone, Lucky Luciano, stuff like that. But it got me thinking, I wish I had connections to the mafia. Because if I had connections to the mafia, I could have them promote my comedy career. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. But then maybe, shit probably could go wrong. I'm just curious what a conversation would be like between me and the biggest mafia leader in America. And I can see it now. You're really starting to disappoint me, Danny. Our family has already invested $20,000 in your comedy profession, and your jokes are not funny at all. I'm not sure how long I want to keep you alive. Oh, come on, sir. You got to give me one more chance, okay? You don't understand. Comedy isn't what it used to be anymore. It's no longer the smash mouth, pussy, sick and twisted shit it used to be back in the 80s. Times change now. People are different, okay? People these days are joking about like Ellen DeGeneres type of shit. That's what the fuck I'm working with right now. That's what I'm dealing with. First of all, Danny, don't ever raise your voice to me or I'll have you strangled in your fucking sleep. You understand? I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to get out of line. It will never happen again. But because I like you, Danny, I'm going to give you one last chance. I'm going to book you one last time down at the comedy club. And Danny, you better knock the crowd dead or you're going to be found dead. Oh, thank you so much, sir, for that last chance. I won't let you down this time. So lately, I've been thinking about the Maui Zoo, We got to bring back that Maui Zoo. And when I say Maui Zoo, I'm not talking about a petting zoo. I'm talking like a real zoo, Elephants, tigers, bears, all that shit. If they were about to bring back the Maui Zoo tomorrow, I'll be filling out an application so quick. I would have to, my boss would be yelling at me every single day, too. What the fuck, Danny? This is the 3rd time a kangaroo escaped on your watch. I'm so sorry, sir. These sneaky little bastards just keep getting out. And what happened to the monkey tranquilizers? Why is that missing all of a sudden? I don't know, sir. I don't know. He said, "We got 1 minute left. Okay, let's get down to that dark humor joke, huh?" So an old lady walks into the Paya Bay bar, and she says, "I'm 99 years old, and all I want before I die is for someone to fuck me." But nobody in the bar would fuck her. And then a guy named Danny came around. "Hey, baby, I'll show you a good time." But right away, she's like, "No, Danny, I don't fuck the Mexicans. I like the dark meat." So she winds up ditching me and she fucks a black guy. Thank you, folks. That's all I got.
Dumpster Danny Salazar, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I normally make him go later in the night because it's difficult, but I feel like Dark Comedy Night is a good thing to get him up early. People are like, "Is he drunk?" I'm like, "No, this is him as sober as I've seen him." I feel like he's in every woman in here's Instagram inbox saying, "Sup? You single? Dyke?" Like, just... Am I ringing true? All right, probably. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your next comic is probably the polar opposite, would you say? Yeah? I really hope so. Ladies and gentlemen, one of our favorites, Rhonda Lee Kids.
Keep it going for Chino LaForge. Keep it going for Danny, too, and for all the comedians that go up here. Just for the chat at home, this is hard, okay? And I know all your little dicks get so fucking perky when you're like, "This isn't funny." And see, I didn't give you a punchline, because that's what you fucking love. You love that. You love when I just end for no reason. They're like, "Oh my God, she's making eye contact." Dark Comedy Night. Chino, what the fuck? You started with Nerd Night. I thought this was dark every week we came and did this. This feels like the darkest, saddest thing that any of us have ever done. Except Danny. This is the highlight of the week. I can't believe there are women that have told Danny they don't want him to eat their pussy. What? What? Welcome to the Comedy Simulator. The comedy is simulated. The sadness and the tears, those are all real, though. I was thinking a couple years ago, I was like, man, I need to make some real money. I should get into OnlyFans or selling pictures of my feet online. And then I'm like, Rhonda, what? No. Then you'd be like a prostitute. And so I got a job in retail. And I realized retail is just being like a conversational hooker. Any other retail workers in the crowd? Yeah. People come up and say the most offhand shit to you in the world, and you have to pretend like you like it. You're like, what? You own a timeshare here on island? What's that? You've been coming for 10 days a year? For 5 years, so you're pretty much a local? Yeah, you're a local. You're so fucking local. I'll give you a new name, it's Ikaika. Take that back to your timeshare and tell them. What's that? You're here with your 5 children and your husband and your 15 grandchildren for your 11th anniversary? Tell me more. Tell me more about that. And then at least once a day, I work, full disclosure, at a shop here in Paia, and we sell all kinds of tourist tchotchkes. And without fail, I have one guy that comes up every day, and he comes up to me. my John, I guess. He goes, you know, I need something special. Guys, I'm here. Look, stop with that, okay? I see it. I see it. It's the same way someone comes from the shop and their eyes are down here, and I'm like, hey, my eyes are over here. Once a day, I have a guy come in the shop and he goes, I need something special. I'm sure you haven't heard this before. I need a piece of jewelry with a turtle on it. Because I had a special experience with a turtle today. And he goes, that's stupid. I go, no. You know what I think? I think a turtle is your spirit animal. I think hey guys, back over. I think a turtle is your spirit animal. And he goes, really? I'm like, yeah, here we call it an aumakua. He goes, you really think a turtle's my umakua? And I go, yeah. Because you're bald and I want to be 10 feet away from you. My name is Rhonda Lee Kitts. Thank you very much.
Keep it going for Rhonda Lee Kitts. Or as some of the chat section calls her, Mommy. Don't worry, Rhonda. I'm not shooting your feet at all, I promise. All right. What happened? Everything okay? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, your next comic is wearing the same outfit I saw him wear earlier this weekend at another comedy mic. Is it a lucky comedy? It's got to be a comedy. It's a comedy outfit. Ladies and gentlemen, give it for Shane Nelson.
Hello. Yeah, you guys are terrible. You're all looking up there. Here's the thing, too, is that I know that you guys suck at reading. So it's kind of like the first time I saw Star Wars where I'm trying to read it fast enough. You fucking idiots. You can't keep up. You can't keep up. I am 333 months old. I go by months because I'm a big baby. I'm a giant toddler. I have a girlfriend. My girlfriend's 210 years old in dog years. I go by dog years because she has a dog face and she's a bitch. I'm kidding. I don't have a girlfriend. Ever since the dog joke, I'm alone. I went to Minnesota for a family reunion a while back. And at my family reunion, everyone's racist. That's a difficult thing to deal with. Also, what was difficult is my aunt came up to me at this family reunion and she asked me if I had any magic mushrooms for her son, my cousin, who's 16 years old. And don't get me wrong, I'm down with giving kids drugs, but like it's weird when it's a family member. Like, he's 16, I don't know if I should be giving a 16-year-old magic mushrooms. And then my aunt told me that my cousin has cancer and he was given a year to live. And that changed everything. It became like a make-a-wish. Like, he wants to experience what it's like to be on mushrooms. And by a raise of hands, if there was a 16-year-old that wanted magic mushrooms and he had a year to live, would you give him magic mushrooms?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone here basically, right? It's his final wish. Life is short. But let's say he changed his wish and his wish was, he's like, I've never had sex. I'm a virgin. I'd like to have sex. Is it okay to buy a 16-year-old that has 1 year to live a prostitute? Raise your hand if you think so. I see some hands up. Ruth, you raised your hand? Okay, let's say he changes his wish one more time. He's like, I have a year to live. I'd like to have sex with you.
What does he look like?
For those of you that can't hear, she said, what does he look like? Which is not the right answer. There is a right and a wrong answer. That's the wrong answer. He has a year to live. Shit. There's a punchline there that I just forgot, dude. There's a callback to the dog years, cancer years. I fucked it up. Yeah, he loved that joke. I wrote that joke 4 years ago. He died a virgin. Sadly. I honestly, I tried to get a pool. I was like, everyone, throw in some money. Let's get him like a fucking Ivanka. All right. Shit. So back to the racist family members. My families are racist in a natural way. We're like, my grandpa, he saw a black bear. He's like, you know, those are the thugs of the animal kingdom. I was like, whoa, that's the most racist thing I've ever heard said about a bear. And like, black bears are not, the worst bear is the white bear. The polar bear is the most dangerous bear. It'll kill humans for fun. Like if bears had schools, it'd be the white bear, the polar bear, shooting up schools. Whereas the black bears are just stealing shit from your campground. My name's Shane Nelson. Goodbye.
Was that racist or was that bears? You be the judge. Shane Nelson, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, one clap. Oh, wow. What happened? They loved you and no momentum. All right, well, your next comic looks like a version of Shane that went through a time machine. I assure you, it is not Shane 10 years ago. It is last week's comic of the night, Jackson Bay-Bye.
So we'll start off real quick to gauge the room here for Dark Comedy Night. You guys don't know you're setting up for you. What if the Virgin Mary was just a deep sleeper? We're starting off, guys. I started this zero waste documentary not that long ago. And it was just basically this couple that was just eating what restaurants were throwing away at the end of every night. And I watched a couple slowly get divorced on a documentary. It was great. I watched my parents get divorced, but they weren't eating trash. That would have been so much better. I loved this zero waste documentary so much that I watched another one right after it. It was called The Dahmer Tapes. Come on. I know some of you are eating, but think about it. He was kind of the best we ever had. Me, you don't have to worry about that. I would be a horrible serial killer. I'd pass out to blood. Like my brother brought a friend to the beach when I was a kid, tried to pick up a big rock, and ended up ripping his fingernail off. Yeah, bloody. My mom knew my condition, so before she ran over to my brother's friend, she looked at me and went, "Hey, don't look." So I went, "Okay, I'll turn around." And like 2 seconds later, I got a little curious and I turned around. Yeah, no, but at this point, I already passed out a lot, so I knew how it felt. But I didn't decide to do anything good about it. I just yelled, "Mom, I'm going down." And then just face planted on a pebble beach. Not fun. Also, wouldn't be a good cannibal either. My dad, well, you laugh like you think I would be a good cannibal. No, growing up, my dad, like if I got seconds, he would like make me sit at the table until I finished my entire plate. So my stubborn ass would just sleep at the table. I was like, fine, I'll win. Do you know how long I'd have to sleep at the table to finish an entire human, guys? It would take like 2 weeks at least. All right, we're over cannibalism. That's fair. That's fair. No, not fun. Stupid neighbors. What? That makes no sense, guys. I smoke cigarettes. I know it's not good for you, but I mean, Surgeon General really needs to step their game up. It just says quitting now will make it easier. Like, I need more than that. In Indonesia, they have, like, butterflied open ribs and, like, holes in people's throats. And they smoke more than we do, guys. I don't think there's a really good way to end smoking. Unless we put child porn on cigarette packs. Think about it. You're not gonna want to get caught with a pack after that. Let alone a carton. That's a way bigger offense, guys. All right, I'll leave you guys on child porn. I'm Jackson Bye-bye. Have a good night, everybody.
I mean, it would keep me from smoking. I guess you do have a point. I hate that you have a point, but you do have a point. All right. He has a point. Let's move on. Ladies and gentlemen, your next stand-up comic runs a new bi-monthly mic, 2 mics a month with Ivan. Well, we'll talk about Ivan later because he's coming up later on tonight. But this is one half of the producers of another mic that goes on twice a month. Ladies and gentlemen, give it for Joel Hewins.
That's amazing. Everybody keep going for Chino, please. All right, Dark Humor Night, guys. Here we go. All right, here's my first one. I thought really long and hard about this. My relationship with my mother. I'm joking. She's dead. No. I'm joking. She's not dead, but she does fucking hate that joke. I'll tell you what. She likes that joke about as much as Helen Keller appreciates a toilet plunger left in the toilet. You know? Not a big fan of that. Not a big fan of that joke. But you know what? I think I don't have to worry about that joke getting back to Helen. You know? Because she's dead.
No, she's not.
Helen Keller's dead. And you know what? Even if she's not dead, Corky, I'm pretty sure I could beat her fucking ass, okay? I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. I was visiting a buddy in the hospital the other day. His wife's in a coma. And I overheard him having a conversation with the doctor. He said, "Is there anything that we can do to get her to wake up?" And the doctor said, "Well, there's some unconventional methods that I can't really do as her doctor, but you as her husband might have access to." And he goes, "Have you tried oral sex?" And my buddy looks at the doctor and he goes, "I keep trying that. She keeps choking. It's not working." All right. Yeah, my mom hates that joke too, by the way. I went on a date the other day, something I don't really ever do. So I did what guys do in the movies. I gave my date a flower. And I felt kind of weird about it because I feel like when you give somebody a flower, you're essentially saying, "Here, now watch this die." You know what I mean? But when you really think about it, isn't that the best case scenario, right? You go on a good date, and if it goes well, you go on another one. And then if things continue, then eventually you get married and you have kids and grow old together. And then you just watch your partner die, right? Or you pop a whole bunch of Adderall and about 6 Viagra and literally fuck each other to death. It'd be like The Notebook, but like the freaky version of it, you know what I mean? All right, nobody like that. I think that's how I want to die, though, necessarily. Maybe not die, but maybe be brought back to life would be to have my 80-year-old wife pop out her dentures and give me a gum job to bring me out of a coma. Might be it. All right, that one was more uncomfortable than it was funny. Mental note. Okay. On this date that I went on the other day, I changed clothes at her house, and I made sure to leave a pair of my underwear in her bedroom. As kind of like to mark territory a little bit. I would have pissed on the bed, but her cat already beat me to that. So I feel like that territory is kind of claimed. I'm in competition with a cat. Who knew? I had to ask myself when leaving the boxers behind to say, do I go commando or do I leave the boxers on the floor? And I said, why say or when a man could say and? You know what I mean? It's not that hard of a choice. But speaking of underwear, let me ask you guys this. What's the only thing that's worse than ants in your pants? Your brother. Or your grandfather. But now that I think of it, why say or when you could say and? Yeah. My mom hates what I'm doing with my life. All right, guys, that's my time.
Joel Hewins, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like I've seen his face before on a wanted poster, carved on a wall in a cave. He's a caveman criminal is what I'm saying. That's layer 3. All right. Once again, to remind you, we are going for Comic of the Night. We're going to be putting up a poll in the live stream for them to help us vote. We're going to be trying to put all the names on there. We might just pick the top 10. We'll see how that goes. We also might do Bomb of the Week. Should we try to do that this week? Somebody has a really bad set, we'll reward them Bomb of the Week. Yeah, I know. Our audience can barely read up there, so maybe it might be too much for them, but we'll find out. All right, coming to the stage next, ladies and gentlemen, one of my favorite people on the planet. Yes, it's true. I favor some of you more than others. She's funny, she's sweet, and she's a good friend. Give it up for the Miss Corky Gardner!
Hey guys, how's it going? My last boyfriend, he said he wanted me to make his life complete. So I shot him. There you go, now you're complete. He said he wanted me to spice things up, so I maced him. He said he wanted a little space, so I locked him in the trunk. He said he wanted to meet more people, so I put him in the hospital. They're the largest employer in Maui. You're gonna find a lot of people there. I'm just kidding. I don't have a boyfriend. Let's see. I got a new lease on life. The interest is really low. I asked my neighbor, hey, do you ever see me dancing in my underwear? And he's like, no. I'm like, there's always tomorrow. I got a Christmas card from PGA&E. They're like, Merry Christmas from all of us. We hope you have a great year. And I'm like, that's fun, but you burned down my house. I hope you're having a great year. I hope you're having a good Christmas. It could be better, guys, actually. Things aren't going so well. Thanks for the card. You can't send it to me, but they gave me an email. I wrote them, and I'm like, yo, can you take me off your Christmas card list? We ain't friends no more. You fucked up. All right. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'm burned down on those jokes. What do we got here? I moved to Lahaina, guys. I moved back to Lahaina. I did. Because when life gives you lemons, you move to Lahaina. Let me see. Where am I at here? I remember that I shouldn't. I'm very superstitious now, and I am for a reason. I remember the worst day of my life. It was pretty fun to think about it now. I was working the tables, right? And I got stiffed on an 8-top, and then I got cut early, and I'm walking home in the rain, like a mile up the hill, and I say to myself, man, could this day get any worse? I said that out loud. And I opened the door, and my dad's like, your mother passed away last night. Fuck! So I'm like, fuck, I forgot to knock on wood. Always knock on wood. But that was the worst day. Once you have a worst day, you're like, oh, cool. The shitty days are awesome. Let me see. What else do I got? All my booty calls are collect. I'm like, are you calling from jail again? Come on. No. They're like, well, most of my booty calls, they get transferred. They put me on booty call waiting. Fuck. All right, guys, I gotta go. Thanks.
Another home run from Corky Gardner. Give it up for her one more time, ladies and gentlemen. She never disappoints on Dark Comedy Night, as you can tell. Corky, if it makes you feel any better, my dad told me he had cancer on April Fool's Day. That's pretty, right? Yeah, that's tough. Don't worry, I celebrate it every year. Anyways, it's Dark Humor Night. What the fuck? Come on, guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not ready for that, you're not ready for our next comic, because he does dark humor every week. This just happens to be the topic this week. Give it up for Mr. Jimbo!
All right, let's keep it going for Chino. How brave of him. So brave to host this. Wild night. Yeah, man, happy dark humor night. I'm so happy to be here. Are you guys loosened up? How do we feel? We ready for some actual dark humor? I got abortion jokes and Jew jokes. When do you want first? Jesus, that's way too aggressive. Calm down. Is that Bashar? Oh, that's ridiculous. No, I actually have a foster dog. Actually, all right, I'm gonna give you guys some spoiler alert. It's a failed foster. Aww. Women know what that means, you bitch men. You adopted a dog, that's what it means. And we adopted this dog, but he's very special needs. He ate an ant trap yesterday. One of those like gel ones. And I'm like Googling, is he gonna be okay? And I stopped halfway through and I was like, well, if he dies, he'll have found his true forever home. It's gonna get darker, Corky. I was walking down the street yesterday, and I was going to Paya Fish Market, and I saw a car parked, running like an asshole, you know, like parked in the no parking zone with his blinkers on, real smart. And it was running with the windows rolled up and a baby inside screaming. I know. And I always thought, like, what would I do in this situation? And I did what I think all of you would do. I smashed that fucking window open. And I killed that baby, because no one should have to suffer that long. You know what I mean? Like, we're suffering enough already. You know? It has no future, let's be honest. All right, calm down. I'm doing it a favor. My buddy had a kid recently. He's 1 year old. And at 7 months, he was diagnosed with stage 3 cancer. Yeah, it's really sad. But it's not as sad as the fact that there's not a return policy for that. You know what I mean? Like, come on. 7 months? Can we get like kind of a Costco situation here? 1 year cash back? That hurt. I see we're an abortion crowd. None of you were aborted. Relax. You all made it. Damn it. Too many whites. Statistically. I was at Paya Fish Market, and after I killed the baby, relax. All right, calm down. I don't kill kids. Like, I've never killed a kid, unless you count abortion or Plan C. well, it's Plan C for me, because I'm so poor I can't even afford Plan B. Me and my girlfriend, we use Plan C. That's where she stays pregnant till 1 week before it's illegal. She has the abortion, and then we start a GoFundMe for losing the kid. Don't fucking judge me. This is Trump's America, all right? I'm just playing with the cards I was dealt. I was at Paya Fish Market, and I tried to use the bathroom, and I had to go to the cashier to get the key. And I was like, well, that's pretty nice of them to give me a key to go do coke in their bathroom. You know, I don't have to do like the reverse toilet sit down. It's terrible. No one wants to do that. A lot of cokeheads in the room tonight. All right. Cokehead abortion lovers, you bastards. All right, let's see. Back by popular demand, I have a list of my new jokes, my Jew jokes. I always say I'm gonna do it, but tonight I'm actually gonna do it, guys. I'm gonna say the N-word on stage. It's dark humor night. Netanyahu, Netanyahu, Netanyahu. That's way worse. Sorry. Cops fly in. I don't know. I just think, you know, a lot of kids these days, they've been using these new terms. You guys are hip to these new terms. Alpha, Sigma, cooked. You guys hear that one? Cooked. Do you think Jewish parents let their kids say that? All right. That's my Jew quota. We're trying to make money off this YouTube. So subscribe. Shout out chat. I love you. My name is Jimbo. Give it up for your host, Chino LaForge.
Jimbo, ladies and gentlemen. Advertising us and getting us demonetized simultaneously. One swift move. Man, your set made me miss cocaine. Although someone in the comment section said, just keep eating, Jimbo. No, I just wish I could do, I'm old now, I don't want to do it anymore. They have all these inventions for Coke that they didn't have when I was doing it. Like boba straws, dude, it's not fair. Have you not seen the size of a boba straw? Think of how many parties I could have ruined. Hey, Chino, you want a bump? Yeah, sure. That was my key. I need that for my car. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, your next comic definitely does not do cocaine. Get over John Kaye.
I appreciate that, Chino. I don't do cocaine. Unless you got some, bro. Hook it up, guys. They say when you move to Maui, you shouldn't try to change the island. You should let the island change you. So I started drinking and driving. I know a lot of y'all are gonna do it tonight. I know it. And relax, guys. I'm gonna say some shit tonight. I'm gonna talk some shit tonight, but don't worry, I'm an ally. I married my sister. I officiated her wedding. She got married to a woman. I'm an ally, guys. Have you guys seen these trends? There's this trend going around. There's this guy who goes around to Chicago nightclubs with a note card with a somewhat difficult sentence to read, and he hands it to these people who are leaving nightclubs in Chicago, and he has them read them, and everybody fails. And I know what you're thinking, but you're wrong. It's not because they're black. It's because they're drunk. Have you seen the videos? They're all black. Because they're in Chicago. It would happen anywhere. It could happen in Alabama. He didn't like that joke. But his dad did. His dad's cracking up. Oh my God, you guys. Speaking of black people, have you guys seen what's happening with the New York Knicks? They're in the finals for the first time in 25 years. Fuck the Knicks, I don't care, guys. But what I do like is that their fans riot, win, or lose. And I'm watching these live streams, and I see them going up to the cameras screaming, they're gonna need the National Guard to shut us down. And the next guy's like, we're gonna tear down the Eiffel Tower. These guys don't know where the fuck they are. Am I in New York? Am I in France? I love that. In fact, I'd be scared to go out at night if I was in New York. I'd be scared. And in fact, guys, I need to tell you something. I've been scared all week. I've been looking over my shoulder. I've been waiting for the fat, retarded sister of the Michelin Man to beat my ass around every corner. Did you guys hear about this? No? I told a joke that somebody told me afterward was, if you ever say that again, I'm gonna beat your ass. So anyways, here's that joke. I was scrolling on Instagram, and I saw a video. It's called a Natty or Not video, and it's where somebody who's jacked has people come up to them and guess, are you on steroids or are you natural? And every person goes up to this guy and says, oh, you're natural, oh, you're natural. The guy has Down syndrome, and then at the end of the video, his mom goes up and says, he's not natty. I know it because I take him to get his TRT shots. And that's a double down on steroids if I've ever heard about one. The very next clip I saw was legs panning up to red panties, panning up to red lingerie, panning up to a girl with Down syndrome. And I'm looking at myself like, oh my God, what have I done? How could I think that I could ever date a Victoria's Secret model? What, you wouldn't? You wouldn't date a Victoria's Secret model? Yeah, me too. The only way I'd be able to get one, though, is if she was retarded, unfortunately. Guys, my name is John Kaye. I'll see y'all next week.
John Kaye, AKA Scary Potter, ladies and gentlemen. That's the comment section. I mean, it wasn't funny the second time. Nice try. Anywho, I mean, exactly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, who is next? Oh, yeah, that's right. Ladies and gentlemen, your next comic came from a very long way away to be here. Although, I think legally? Yes, legally. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Bashar!
Thanks, Chino. Thank you, guys. It is nice to be up here. I come from Iraq. I'm actually Hawaii's number one Iraqi comic here, so get ready. People ask me why did I leave Iraq, and I'm like, where do I start? Right? Daddy Bush or Baby Bush? Okay. Short answer is we got bombed so much I had to flee the country. So much democracy spread it. Okay. All right. You gotta love some democracy when you get it. I have been trying to deal with all that trauma. I've gone to a therapist here, and my therapist was saying you should connect with your inner child. Okay. And I was like, you sure? Okay. She was like, yes. What would Lil Bashar do? Huh? So I'm back bullying people. Okay. And I gotta admit, still feels good just preying on the weak among us. Okay. I see some kids that were bullied in this room. I'm sorry. I'm a better man now. Yeah, where do we go from here? Keeping it dark. Let's see. I've lived on Maui for a while now, for like 13 years. I just recently started my own business, right? And setting up my Google account, Google was suggesting that I should mention I come from a minority, right? And I was like, I don't know if Muslim-owned is the missing piece of the puzzle in here, right? I'm not gonna get. So I just wrote Muslim-owned, LGBTQ operated, and I am renting a lot of scooters right now. Yeah, it is crazy times that we going through. Being an Iraqi man in this great nation, I always get to, what are they saying? I'm so curious. What's going on up there? How mean Bashar hoping he doesn't have to kamikaze. Okay, that's pretty good. That is not bad at all. I have the Iraqi national soccer team is playing in the United States now for soccer, and I get a call from my cousin, and he was asking me to sponsor him to come and watch the matches, right? And I was like, I don't know, Osama. No, I don't know what you heard about us here, but this country is under a lot of tension right now, so the last thing I'm gonna do is to bring another Iraqi here. Okay, I'm actually having a baby soon, and I had to dilute it with a white girl, so that should tell you something. All right, hey guys, you've been very tolerant. My name is Bashar. Thank you very much.
Bashar, ladies and gentlemen. He's got a baby coming on the way. Give it up for him. One more time. It's almost official. All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, another person from another country. Please do not call the authorities. Give it up for Ivan Natterson.
Thank you so much. Dark Humor Night. Have you heard about the Victoria's Secret model? I'm just kidding. Dark humor. My father died when I was 15, and it was related to diabetes because my grandfather used to have diabetes type 2. My father had diabetes type 1, and I cannot even type diabetes. My sister recently went to Baghdad. Sorry, she went back home to Baghdad, put that in a bag. But it's all right. My father has been dead for 21 years, and I think no one in my family has ever done something with, so long, like with such persistence. Like this crowd is like dead. Like my father. Okay. I call the suicide hotline because if you see me glowing, it's the antidepressants. I called the suicide hotline and I spoke with a very, very optimistic guy, you know? As it's supposed to be, right? We were talking, he was so nice. He's like, what's your name? How are you? What do you do in your life? I thought he was gay. Anyway, so we were talking. At one point, I thought, like, okay, he's gonna ask me out or something, whatever. Anyway, so he goes, what you like doing? I like doing comedy. And he goes, you know there's no happy comedians, right? And I go, you know you work at the hotline suicide. You shouldn't say this. You should be happy. Don't. I want your name. I said, I'm gonna add you in my suicide letter. Full name, please. Spoiler alert, I didn't do it. I'm here. Yeah. And don't worry because here's the thing, like, procrastinators with suicide thoughts will never die. Basically. I am Argentinian, half Russian, half Italian. People think I'm German, and someone told me I sound Japanese. Basically, I'm the bad side of World War II. Today I saw something that really made me angry. I saw a cop driving and checking his phone. He was checking his phone while driving, right? And I thought I might say something, right? But then I thought, yeah, I sound so much like an Imi, you know? Okay. That's a good way to break the ice. Talking about Imis? Okay, Imis. I don't know where I was going with that. Like every immigrant, we just go. We're not, okay. That's great, beautiful. Let me measure the people again. After I had a threesome with 2 guys, I realized I was a bird watcher. Every time I have an erection right now, I can go for a cockatoo. Thank you so much. My name is Ivan.
Keep it going for Ivan, ladies and gentlemen. That threw some of you off guard. You don't know, Ivan is bisexual. And he's told me before it's been hard in relationships with women sometimes being bisexual. And I was like, yeah, of course. You both know how good dick is, right? You can't have an argument with your girlfriend. She could be like, God, I could just go find a big hard one right now. He's like, yeah, me too. Oh, that's a big argument, right? Happy Pride Month. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your next comic coming to the stage is the biggest comic on Maui. Give it up for Josh Kamalo.
Thank you, guys. I don't got shit tonight. I popped some pills after work. And I called Dan Stevie and I said, hey, what's up with the simulator tonight? What's the fucking thing? And he said, dark comedy. So I wrote a bunch of black jokes. Oh, I get a pass, my baby mama's black. But I was gonna talk about something that affects all of us in here, so please don't kick my ass later in the parking lot. I want to talk about cancer, right? In 2021, I did chemo infusions. It's fucking crazy. And I remember the doctor, you go to see a psychologist or whoever the fuck these people are, and they let you know like what's gonna happen. And they told me I was gonna lose my hair. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. But during the chemo, I didn't lose my hair, but I lost my bush. True story. It was nuts, man. And in the pandemic, I was going through chemo during like the end of the pandemic where they would, when the CDC said you don't have to wear the mask anymore. So I'd put on my mask and I'd go to the store and these people would tell me, "You're a sheep." And then I'd give them the sad face and say, "I'm doing chemo." And people would buy me shit and stuff like that. And I feel that's the only time I've ever felt like that's what a must feel like to have a pussy. I lost a girlfriend to breast cancer. Oh. She didn't die. She just stopped talking to me. Oh, it's a true story. They had cut one whole chi-chi off. For real. And so she didn't lose her hair or anything either. And we had a family get together with all our friends. And when she came out of the house, I yelled, "Show us your tit." No plural. And she was pissed. But it didn't make sense to me because she didn't have that, her tits weren't that big anyway, you know what I mean? And that's the reason why now I only date girls with bigger tits than me. I know this for a fact that little titty girls always have a problem when it comes to breast size, male or female. Oh. But I get off the stage. My mom has stage 4 cancer right now. Oh. I never hit you motherfuckers up with the GoFundMe yet because she weighs 300 pounds and when she dies, I might have to get a crane and shit. Oh. You know my mama. But tonight I'm gonna post a funny video. She asked me to cut her hair because the medicine she's taking is burning her eyes. And she wanted to go to like fucking the salon. I was like, fuck that, I can do it. I couldn't find a scissors, so I used just gardening shears. And I just cut her hair bangs. And she looked like Planet of the Apes. Check it out on my IG tonight. Thank you, Josh Kamalo. Instagram.
Keep it over Josh Kamalo, ladies and gentlemen. Dude, fucking hilarious, man. By the way, I just want to let you guys know, we got a show coming up here June 25th. It's a Thursday. We were supposed to have a headliner come from the mainland, but unfortunately, they couldn't make it. So I'm taking the headlining spot. You guys want to see me do a full 45-minute to an hour set? Come check it out, June 25th. Hey, we're going to put up a poll in the chat, too. I might just live stream it to you guys for free. Answer if you want to see it, yes or no. If you say no, not only will I not live stream it, but I'll be heard a little bit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your next comic coming to the stage, instrumental for the Comedy Simulator and making this run. Give it up to Dan Stevie.
All right, let's keep it going for Chino LaForge and everybody who stayed here for a wonderful humiliation ritual of the Monday night open mic. It is dark humor. I mean, life is dark, life is humor. You might as well laugh at it. So Chino was talking about dead dads. I have one of those. But it really messed me up because I don't know how reincarnation works. So anytime I see a fly or a bug, I don't kill it so fast.
That's how reincarnation works.
I did that backwards, but oh well, who cares? I don't care. But you know, like sometimes, I don't know, I think reincarnation might be a little bit better as a bug sometimes. There's too much shit going on. I don't know. It's fucking wrong pocket. So, like before my father passed, we were in the hospital, and he went into a coma, and you know how it happens. And we were all, like the family gathered around. We're all around, and my mom wanted to listen to the Beatles and play some music and stuff while he was there, and because we were thinking maybe he could hear us, and I knew he hated the Beatles, so I played Abbott and Costello, Who's on First after that. And in his coma, he started laughing and woke up. So, I mean, the power of comedy in a dark time, it can happen. It can happen. No joke there, evidently. Oopsies. But you guys remember a couple years ago, they were there was a whole bunch of cocaine that was falling in the ocean, like they were dropping packages and shipments and stuff, and they were having a problem because the sharks were eating all this cocaine, and it's way worse than a cocaine bear. Way worse. But then it got so bad that it got to the little shark children. It was cocaine shark doo 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 doo, cocaine shark doo doo doo. But then the mom started getting into some coke and was like, crackhead shark doo doo doo. I don't recommend the blowjobs from her. Bad times. My grandfather, he was in the Navy. He was a police officer. He was like a Taguma. He was one of those cops that you don't want to have pull you over, because he was like, everything that was against the law was against the law. At least he was, straight on that. But he went by the name Judas Priest. That was his name, and he hated the band. But he was like a progressive bigot because he didn't even know they were gay. He still hated them anyway. I thought that was sweet. So one of the best things I ever learned from a serial killer was Ted Kaczynski. Do you guys remember the Unabomber? Yeah. So the thing I learned from his story was that you can't eat your cake and have it too. Most people think of it, you can't eat your cake and have it too. It was you can't eat your cake and have it too. And that's how they caught him. His brother's wife, that bitch, read the manifesto letter and said, I think that's your brother Teddy. So just another reason why not to get married. All right, I'm Dan Stevie. I'm gonna duck out.
Dan Stevie! He loves his documentaries. Dan Stevie, one more time, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like the poll has decided I'll be live streaming the special on June 25th. So everybody, if you can make it, June 25th, get ready for a live comedy show. I'll be booking the opening comics soon. Opening comics, ears peeled. I'll be booking you guys tonight. Also, heads up, June 22nd, somewhere in that neighborhood, I'm going to be off island shooting a couple scenes in a movie coming up. So, yeah, I'm real excited. Really excited. I'll be going to Wahoo for a 3-day shoot. It might happen on a Monday. If it does, I'll have one of our comics host it for that Monday. I'm sorry if I have to be gone. But in the meantime, check out my TV show on Amazon Prime and Tubi, Moku Moku. Check it out. 6 episodes for free. Watch them. Watch them. All right, guys. Your next comic coming to the stage. She's back. We missed her. Get up for Abby Rose.
Okay, so dark humor. What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear the words dark humor? Anyone? Danny? I guess a few things come to my mind. When I think of dark humor, I think of 9/11, plane crash jokes, the economy, crashing like the planes did into the towers. I think politics, Trump, black jokes, cancer, relationships, dating in Maui. I was gonna say Jews, but I had 2 people tell me not to. Well, just my roommate, and I guess ChatGPT suggested it wasn't a good idea. So just one person told me. Yeah, when I think dark humor, I think about childhood. And before I share, how was everyone else's childhood? Because it sounds like everyone here had like a dead dad or like a deadbeat dad. So when I hear dark humor, I also think of therapy. Actually, the last comedy show I went to, one of the comedians was also a therapist. She asked me to tell her one kink, and she told me the trauma behind it. And I said I like seeing guys kiss. And I did not know that about Ivan, unfortunately. Without missing a beat, though, she goes, yeah, your mom had to be both the mom and the dad. And I was like, damn, do I owe you anything for that now? Because she was fucking spot on. It's true. My mom really did have to be both parents. She had 5 kids. She was running a full-time fucking emotional corporation. And my dad was like a seasonal part-time employee. And that was before he died. So, yeah. When I think of dark humor, I really think of my dad. And honestly, he wins by the landslide. Don't get me wrong, I've had a pretty good life compared to most. I'm still pretty privileged, because I'm white and I'm pretty, I guess. But getting a heroin needle stuck in my leg at age 9 really wasn't on my childhood bingo card, you know? And luckily, after that, I never got addicted to drugs. Just shitty men. Thanks, Dad. And people say addiction is a disease. And I, for years, didn't want to believe it. I denied it. Then, around the age 23, I looked at my dating history without going into all that. I finally realized, or I guess accepted, that they're right. It is hereditary. I was out here collecting red flags like fucking Pokemon cards. Oh, wow, this one drinks a lot. This one disappears for 3 days. Rare, this one does both. And people like to think that healing means becoming normal or something again, and I don't know, I think differently. I don't think that's true. I think healing is when your childhood becomes stand-up material and your therapist actually becomes a tax write-off. But I've been healing. I've been doing the work. I've been dating recently, and it's weird because I'm out here, you know, trying to break generational cycles and shit. My standards are getting higher. Before I was like, oh, he's cute. Now I'm like, okay, but does he have any current warrants? It's baby steps, you know, I'm healing. But I actually did go on a good date recently, which is confusing for me because I keep waiting for the red flags to like pop up. And apparently that's my red flag now, so thanks again, Dad. So yeah, when I hear dark humor, I mean childhood, specifically my childhood. And that's why I asked you guys first, because it was mostly because I needed to see if mine was worse than yours. And I think I win unless your dad like touched you as a kid or something. And if so, I'm so sorry. After this, I'll point you to the comedian therapist lady here, and we'll see you at the next open mic. So, that's my time. Thanks, guys.
Abby Rose, ladies and gentlemen. Assuming it was the dad that touched us. I got a big family, too. No, sure. Oh, okay. You guys don't like it when it comes to Hawaiians talking about incest. I get it. When it's white people, you're all comfortable. It's all Game of Thrones. But the second a person of color starts talking about some ancestral incest, you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you, Ali'i? No, I'm Makai Nana, bro. What? I'm a commoner. All right. Anywho, we're going to move. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Who's next? What's going on? What day is it? Oh, that's right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the stage. A phenomenon that joined us last week that I don't even know how to introduce. I'm just tickled pink by her presence. Give it up for Semele, Miss Semi Sweet. She's coming. Oh, she's coming.
Hi.
And she's here.
Have fun. Yeah, I brought my purse up here because I don't trust any of y'all. Anyways, I don't know how to start this. Been thinking about this all week, you know? It's like therapy, okay? So I talked to my therapist about it. She's like, tell me a joke. I'm like, okay, but I'm gonna have to, if nobody laughs at my joke, I'm just gonna have to kill everyone. And she's like, what? Really? She starts writing it down. I'm like, oh, that was a joke. And she's like, okay, I'm not so worried anymore. But I was like thinking, if she laughs at my jokes if she laughs at me while I'm talking in therapy, I'll have to kill her. But then I said, well, come to the show so you can laugh at my things that I say to people. Then I won't have to kill you because you'll be able to laugh. Anyways. But she didn't show up, so I'll have to kill her anyways. Anyway. So, you know, speaking of dark humor, is it just me or is anybody else missing a good old-fashioned Walmart shooting? It's been a while, right? Maybe since the last time we had a Democratic president, because they're trying to take our guns away. Anyways. So yeah, there's like, have you guys ever, I don't know how this is gonna go. The online guys might not like this, might not get it, but does any girls here know what penis envy is? Anybody? Not the mushrooms, okay? Not the mushrooms. But those are good. But yeah, it's like a penis envy thing, and there's like a manifestation thing. Like if you really want a penis, maybe there's a way you can get one. Because you can manifest it. What you think about, you can make it happen. So anyways, I ended up getting these, another thing that you might not know about, it's called fibroids. Anybody know what fibroids are? It's really a nasty thing that women can get, and you get really bad periods. And then the doctor says, okay, we're gonna have to take it all out. We'll take a hysterectomy. I'm like, okay, go for it. And then right before, as I was going under, I looked at the doctor right in his eyes. I looked at him, I said, doctor, promise me one thing. And he's like, what? I'm like, if there's any of them that are like dick-shaped, can you pull it out and attach it properly? Because I really, really, really want a penis. And he's like, okay, whatever. He laughed a little bit. But when I woke up, I didn't have a penis. And he says, you're lucky you did that. It was really worse than I thought it was. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. But you know what? Maybe that was God's way of giving me a penis. I'm like, we don't know. We never know. Anyways, it's just medical waste now. Yeah, and I am missing a tooth, okay? It's because of mom's nuts. Let's get into this. So what do I do all day? I do nutting all day. I gather the nuts, I dry the nuts, I crack the nuts, I fondle the nuts with lots of extra aloha. They're called macadamia nuts, okay? And they have really hard shells, and I was trying to get the nut out of the shell, and my tooth just cracked. So then I have to go to the dentist, and I gotta get a partial, and the insurance will pay for it because the front tooth is missing. Right? If the front tooth wasn't missing, the insurance wouldn't pay for it. So I can get the top done, but the bottom they're not going to do because there's no missing tooth in the front on the bottom. So I need some help. I need help from the dentist so I can masturbate. Macerate. Masturbate. Macerate is the word. Macerate. So I asked the dentist. I'm like, dentist, I need your help macerating. And he's like, what was that? I'm like, yeah. Macerating. I need help. I need somebody to knock out the bottom tooth so the insurance will pay for it. So anyways, it's going to be a while before I look better. But I wore this hat to go with my missing tooth. Wait, I have another joke. Okay, so dating on Maui. Speaking of dating on Maui, right? I have a mom that lives here, and we're both single. So if I go 20 years older and she goes 10 years younger, we got the same guy. So I was wondering if Dan, are you available? Because my mom, she's pretty good looking, and she kind of needs a little bit of action because she's a little bit in a better mood, you know? So can Dan service my mom? That would be great. Well, it's been nice talking with you. See you next week.
Assembly, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget your purse, honey. She wanted me to lick sauce off her back last week, and now she wants Dan. What's your temperature, girlfriend? What are you after here? All right. We've got about 5, 6. We got a few comedians left. We got a good amount. You guys ready for the home stretch? The back third? You guys ready for the 2/3 purchase? Ready? Ladies and gentlemen, come to the stage. We haven't seen him on the stage in a while. We missed him. A supporter of the Comedy Simulator for a long time, since we were at Story. Get up for Diamond!
What's up, Paya Bay? Guess what? I am the total epitome of dark humor. Yes, I. How many guys in this room eat pussy? Guess what? Guess what? I don't. You know, I've been here for the last year and I haven't had a woman because none of the white girls over here would date me. What an interesting concept, you know? So, I just started dating again, right? And the girl comes to my house, and she was like, well, I was there at the Comedy Simulator a couple of weeks ago, and I heard that you didn't eat pussy. I was like, what? And we started making out, and she's pushing my head down. I keep pushing my head up. And I said, girl, I've seen the things that come out of that thing, like other human beings. So I'm not putting my mouth down there. And that, besides, it's too close to the booty hole. Yeah, bud. Love you guys. Thank you so much for your support. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Yes, So I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York. Come from a family of 9. I hate all my brothers and sisters except for my oldest brother and my youngest sister. My mother was a straight up crazy Jamaican lady. Oh my God. I'm glad I'm still alive. I love you guys so much. That's the end of my set. Thank you guys. I'm Diamond. Blessings.
Keep it going for Diamond, ladies and gentlemen. He does not eat pussy. Shocker. All right. Well, we'll leave that one alone. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next to the stage, he's been doing comedy with us for a long time. We love having him around. Give it up for Mr. Cool Hand Luke.
What's up, Paia Bay? Hey, chat, can we keep it down? And by chat, I mean all the comedians smoking weed outside. I saw a homeless guy today. He almost missed the bus because he's trying to get hit by a car. I don't know. I've been seeing the same homeless people around a lot, and I see the same one. And it has a sign. This person has a sign that says, "Anything helps." Right? Like, they're not asking for money. They're just asking for anything, right? So one day I was like, you know what? I helped him out. I gave him a little baggie, some little broken windows, a little methamphetamine. Don't ask me why I had it. The crazy thing is now every time that homeless person sees me, they give me money. Fucking life hack. Man, save me $5 every time I drive by this guy. He's like, dude, I got like 15 for you. I got 15, I got 17, I got $85. Just any amount, just hoping for another baggie. Man. Don't ask why I had a bag. I'm a working man. I got shit to do. Methamphetamine's a working class drug. Growing up, I had a friend. He took the virginity of both of his stepsisters. I remember thinking, man, I hope my parents get a divorce. They did. They did. My dad bailed on me when I was a kid. And then later on in life, he bailed on me again. Yeah, so I guess I'm part of the Dead Dad Club, but actually, he disowned me, right? But I know he's not dead because he called me for money the other day. Yeah, it was the most satisfying thing I've ever done, was not give my dad money. It's like, man, I should have started not giving this guy money when I got my first job. Been a long 30 years. No, not that old. Been a long 27 years. I got a dog. He's not the fastest dog I've ever owned. The fastest dog I've ever owned was a rescue dog. We got him from the Humane Society, and 2 weeks later, he died. That fast. My dog now, he does what I call celebrity impressions. He does what I call the LL Cool J. It's when he looks at me and licks his lips, right? Another one I like to call, or another one he does is like when he takes his clawed hand and pushes my hand towards his genitals. It's called the Harvey Weinstein. You know, I've been doing comedy for a while. I've been on social media for a while. I've been doing comedy like, I don't know, Facebook used to only have the thumbs up. Do you guys remember that? Some of you younger people, older people, I don't know. But Facebook, and then they introduced like a litany of emoticons, thumbs up, thumbs down, heart, whatever it is, you know. But me personally, I don't like to share my emotions with a lot of people openly and publicly. So I'll still like it when somebody dies. Thanks for telling me. R.I.P. to that guy. All right, everybody, I'm Cool Hand Luke. Have a good night.
Cool Hand Luke, ladies and gentlemen. Keep it going for him. You know, sometimes I'll see that one of my friends passed on Facebook. I'll be like, oh no, and I'll go to their profile. And then I'll realize that I didn't accept their friend request. And I'm like, you think anybody will notice if I do it now? It's kind of gross, right? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, come up next to the stage. The man of many noises, makes a lot of sounds, a lot of movements, a lot of shapes. The Mr. Man Bun himself, Eddie V.
All right. Dark comedy. I like it. I love it. Fetch me my goggle cleaner. I've been watching Leia's OnlyFans. And then Yoda comes up. Well, first Vader goes, Leia will never know my age because of my dark helmet. Yoda comes up. 800 years old, look so good, you will not. Can they make sirens a little less? Like, I feel like sirens are adding, they're adding stress to an already stressful situation, right? I mean, it's just like, couldn't they make it like opera, like la 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 I mean, it would be like, wow, what a tragedy. I hope he's okay, but wow, what a way to go. I mean, God, that's like a crescendo. Like, that's amazing. Like, if you were if you just got in a major collision and you were like all fucked up and they're like, it's not looking good. Bring in the freaking, the chest bump, you know? It's like, but you were hearing on the siren is like, la, 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 la. It might really like help you pull through. And like, I mean, like the cops kind of just like, oh, when I hear a siren, I'm like, here goes nothing. You know, I feel like they're just gonna block the road and make a traffic jam. And if it was like opera, I think it'd be amazing. Anybody on board with that? Yeah, that's what I like to hear. Let's see, what, two of our comedians own Teslas. Yeah, it wasn't always like that. Gentrification is a bitch. But you can get really fucked up and you don't have to drive, which is great. Let's see. I like playing red flag roulette. You know, 2 out of 3. You know, takes too many pills, blackout drunk, daddy issues. Okay. You know, like I'm willing to go in. There's been a lot of talk about, you know, eating pussy tonight. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die of throat cancer. So taking one for the team. Let's see. Yard sales. Yard sales are the only things that you can go and put shit you were gonna take to the dump and lay it on the ground, and someone will pick it up and they will give you money for it. They will pick up your garbage. Okay, it's amazing to me. Like, I had a pair of linesman pliers, and I say linesman pliers because I think it's really impressive that I own a pair of linesman pliers. But it was really rainy in Kihei, and you know, twice a year, and it's what I call the rain dance. I run around and grab all my tools, and these linesman pliers were rusted shut. And this guy says, "Would you take $4 for these?" And I was ready to like give them to the guy. So yeah. Another point is, if you're having a really bad day, just make a dump run. It'll get better. Oh my gosh. If the only person that got that was Morgan. Okay, so it's politically incorrect to you know, I just want to let you know, if you want to get a girl's attention, bust out the Shanae goose. It gets their attention. I'm Eddie V. You guys are amazing.
Keep it up, Eddie V. It's been a long time since I've seen you do that bird act. You got some new knees, bro. That's what happens when a motherfucker gets some new knees. He's ready to do some yoga poses on stage and shit. Damn. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, your next comic coming to the stage. We love her. Get up to Ruth. Hey, Miss Ruth.
What's up, you guys? How we feeling? How we doing? Goddamn. Clap if you're in a good mood so just so I can gauge. Okay, fair enough. All right, okay. I'm the one who threatened to beat John's ass. That's why he's mad. Can I talk about it for a second and then I'll do jokes? How's that sound? Perfect. Okay, I feel really bad. I mean, last week I did say I'd beat John's ass and then I promised that I wouldn't. But I think, just for John, like, I'm not really fucking that mad at you. It's like, you're a symbol, right? And it's like, first of all, it's like, I wouldn't even need to beat your ass because it's so clear that I got in his head, right? Like, I'm like, it's kind of bullying one-on-one when it's like, I can't believe, and I don't know. It's totally fine that he hates me now, I suppose. That's fine. But I just wish the thing had been meaner, John. I was really hoping that you would hurt my feelings. You should have said, like, lesbian Michelin Man sister. Because calling me fat Michelin Man sister, I was like, it's a little redundant, no? Anyway, all right. I think most people are surprised by, like, me being violent, kind of like a psycho bitch, because I have, like, resting liberal arts face. Like, I look like I might do ceramics or take a women's lib class. I don't seem like somebody who's trying to scrap in the parking lot. But yeah, it's true. I didn't go to college. I do dumb shit all the time. I didn't think it made sense to go to college, right? Because, like, what about paying thousands of dollars to get raped makes sense? Like, isn't that what happens there? Oh, what? You guys know people get raped at college? Like, it's like all they do, as far as I've heard. That's what seems to be going on over there. But yeah, it's true. Like I said, check the stats. It's nuts. But yeah, I haven't been raped, actually. Clap it up for me. Pretty sick, pretty sick. Yeah, I don't think I've been raped because I'm usually down to fuck. Like, it's never that serious to me. Like, if somebody was like, I'm gonna rape you, I'd be like, we could just do that. Like, I don't want it to be like that, okay? I'll just fuck you. It's never that serious, my God. But yeah, I do. Oh, by the way, Chad, I'm not a lesbian. I know you guys think I'm a lesbian. I'm not. I do it half of the time. I fuck women sometimes, but I'm not a lesbian. It's a haircut, right? Like, it's so funny, because I've been fucking women for years, but I had very long hair, and everybody was like, you're not fucking gay. And then I cut my hair, and people were like, dyke, and I was like, okay. Happy Pride to me. And that doesn't bother me at all, because it's like, it really carries no weight when somebody calls you a dyke or is like mad that you get laid. Like, either gender, it's like, I'm getting pussy and you're not, you're mad. Oh, boo, 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 boo. But yeah, it's funny though, like when you look aggressively gay, people do say crazy shit to you all the time. Like I wear an Apple Watch and my background is pictures of my mother, who also has a lesbian haircut, but it's just because she's like divorced and doesn't give a fuck. But I was at work and my boss saw my watch and was like, is that a picture of your girlfriend? And I was like, no, it's a picture of my 70-year-old mother. Like, no, it's not my girlfriend. And then she asked me, she was like, what's it like to have sex with a woman? And I was really stressed. I got stressed because I was trying to answer the question in a workplace appropriate manner, right? And then I remembered that I didn't have to answer the question. because she's asking me at work what it's like to have sex with women, which it's different every time if you really want to know the answer. But yeah, I do have sex with men for the most part, but I find it very stressful. And I was talking to my therapist about this, about how like having sex with men gives me anxiety because of the possibility for like STDs, pregnancy, all these things, right? And her recommendation to me, she was like, you know what you should try? You should try masturbating in front of your partner, because that solves both of those issues, right? And I was like, wow, I can't believe me and Louis C.K. have the same therapist. Like, that's crazy. Louis not a pervert, you guys. He just got anxiety. All right, that's going to do it for me. Give it up for Chino.
Hey, keep it going for Ruth, ladies and gentlemen. Great set after the beef stuff. You know, here's the thing. When rappers beef in rap, you normally get some good rap out of it. But you guys haven't said anything funny about each other. You've just been mean. And what I'm saying is I feel like a pimp who's watching two of my hookers fight. I watch you guys go at it. I'm like, how much money that make me, motherfucker? That make no money? What a waste of my motherfucking time. That's my pimp voice, by the way. I don't know if you've ever heard it. Trish has heard it. Jimbo's heard it. A couple yos out there heard it. All right. We have a few comedians left, and then we're going to call it a night. Coming up next to the stage, the other comedian I got to set the mic stand up this tall for. Give it up for Mr. E.
Hey, thank you, everyone. Keep it going for Chino.
Yeah, Chino.
I think this is actually. Wow, this is tall. Speaking of being 6'6.6", and the redheaded bastard son of a minister, it's really hard to convince myself I'm not the Antichrist. It sucks. It sucks. I'm such a nice person. I always help as many people as I can. I have so much grace. I forgive so much I forgive. And I don't know. I try dating these good girls, and I'm like, why am I trying to date that woman that still hasn't had LSD? I'm like way too deep in the game to be even thinking about that. And I'm like, how do I know that I'm not the Antichrist? I thought I was here helping people, but am I really just like a tool of the CIA? God, I hope not. I really hope not. It was really heartbreaking when I found out how deep the CIA were in LSD, because I was dedicated to LSD and I was really anti-army by that point from my time in Iraq. And I tell you what, I really wish I could say I wasn't working for him anymore. I wish I could. Man, dark humor. Talk about dark side of the rain. You know, I was driving my friend from Grand Wailea from this weekend, and I'm looking, and I swear, this cloud looks like a giant cock, and he sees it too. I was like, is that like? And I was like, I knew then for sure I'm getting dicked. Man, dark humor. Here's an old one I forgot long ago as a combat engineer. Combat engineers say some fucked up shit. We get trained to throw grappling hooks in minefields. Probably one of the grossest. You guys know how the dead baby crossed the road? It was stapled to the chicken. Yeah, I know, it's horrible. Oh man, there's so many jokes I wish I never heard in the Army. I promise I won't fill your brains with dead baby jokes tonight. No, I won't do another dead baby joke. Oh man, you know why they don't have open season on hippies, right? Has anyone ever tried to clean one? I'm living proof of that. Man, I even cut my dreads and beard off, and I don't know how to get rid of that hippie smell. I don't even have patchouli oil anymore, and I still smell like a hippie. I tried running out of weed, I still smell like a hippie. I even showered last month, still smell like a hippie. Man. I showered more than once a month, I swear. I like cracking jokes about how little I shower because, I don't like breaking women's hearts. A lot of times it's easier to just not be desirable. But then you gotta realize that, how do you somehow get people's attention and, fit in, but not be too fitting in. It's like, because when you're too much attention, like you get that evil eye and shit, start getting holes in your jacket, cars get flat tire, you're like, it's not good. Drugs get missing. It's like, how do you find that perfect balance of not too cool and not too uncool? Because I'm always like on either end of the spectrum. I'm tired of being on the spectrum. How do I find my place in that happy, comfy zone? I don't even know how to describe that happy, comfy zone anymore. I'm too dark. I go for the good girls, but I'm still trying to convince myself I'm not the Antichrist. But I don't know. One day I'll find that angel priestess that's blind and can't smell. On that note, have a good night, everyone. I'm Mystery. Give it up for Chino.
Mystery, ladies and gentlemen. He smells fine. He smells fine. At least his hand does. Hard to get away with those dead baby jokes being a former soldier. I know. A tough one. What happened? Did everybody tap out for the night? Did you have your fill of dark humor? We only got 2 comics left. Come on. Get some life back in you. That wasn't a bad one. It was bad, but it wasn't that bad. Ladies and gentlemen, one of your 2 last of the comics. One are this year's roast battle champion, perhaps going to be on the June 25th show. Get up for Lindsay Roth!
Give it up for Chino, everyone. And the lovely staff here. Thank you, guys. Yeah, one of those dead babies was Bashar's cousin, so too soon. Just kidding. Sorry, Bashar. Happy Pride, everyone. It's June, so we have to be gay, Trish, okay? I really think that every holiday you really have to honor with an action, and that's why every 9/11 I go down on some firemen. And make a Muslim take responsibility for something I've done. Thank you. I guess I'm here to address the Jew accusations. Again, my name is Lindsay Roth. It actually used to be like Rothowitz, but we changed it to be less Jewish, and that didn't work. I know I don't have the nose or the horns, but Jew stuff. Didn't. Yeah, and I'm trying so hard not to look at the chat, but you guys can't hurt me because I have a Jewish mother. And I don't know if you guys have met Jewish mothers, but they're fucking mean. My whole life, my mom has always just criticized me for how I look, for my weight. She always told me I would never be as slender as my great auntie Anne Frank, and I have resented her for that ever since. And I do want to talk about anti-Semitism because I've heard a lot of it this evening. And it just surprises me so much that there's people who hate Jews who've never even met a Jewish person. Can you believe that people hate Jews, never met a single Jewish person? Because again, I was raised by Jews, my whole family's Jewish, and they're like so much worse than you could imagine. It sucks. And as a Jewish person, people always ask my opinion on the Israel-Palestinian conflict. And I have to say I side with Hamas. Anyone else? I really support their actions that October 7th because someone had to do something about Psytrance. Okay, never mind. Big Psytrance fans here? Or Jew fans? I guess, speaking of dark things, anyone dating right now? No, just masturbating or macerating. I was recently in a relationship with a younger man. I know I have that kind of stepmom vibe. Thank you. In fact, every time we hooked up, he was like, let's role play. And he was like, how about you be the stepmom and I'll be the stepson? And I was like, you go to your room, young man. That's so disrespectful. Not that much older than you. But I'm not one to miss an opportunity for the stage, so we set the scene. I was like stuck in a dryer somewhere. And he like wheelied in on those little like wheelie shoes little kids wear, or age appropriately young men wear. And I like slowly and sensually like remove his little like autistic headphones. I ask him to put on a condom, because that really activates his sensory issues. And I totally forget the punchline of that joke, everyone. Thank you so much. My name is Lindsay Roth.
Lindsay Roth, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so we have one more, unless Sean Doherty, where you at? Sean. Oh, you went?
Diamond.
Oh, that's Diamond? That's your real name? Oh my God, I'm so sorry I said it out loud on live chat. They're gonna GPT you for like warrants and shit. I'm so sorry. All of those child support payments are gonna come to roost. Oh no. It's not Sean Doherty. I don't know who that is. Never heard of him in my life. All right, ladies and gentlemen, closing out the night, one of our loyalist companions to another comedian. I think they just share a lease, but he's here religiously. We love hearing him talk. Give it up for Jamie!
What's up, EBCB? How we doing? You know, that's crazy to say we love hearing me talk because I hate the sound of my own voice, so I never do this. So I've been doing this or coming to these shows for like the last 2 years or whatever, how long it's been going. We started at Story, I went up a bunch, but for those of you who don't know me, a little interesting fact about me, I was raised by 2 blind parents. I don't know, it's maybe the only interesting about me actually. And for those who don't know, I don't know like who even decided to let 2 blind parents have kids. Like, it's one of my biggest questions in life. Like, how does that work? The other question I have about that is how did they have me in the first place? Like the guy in the cuck chair must have been helping or something. They had to have a cuck who got a little involved at least. And for that matter, like there had to be at least one surprise anal. Like there's no way my mom wasn't getting poked in the back door. I have a lot of questions about how they getting down. I think my parents fucking way too much. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, no. When I was about like 6 years old, they took me down to Baldwin Beach. 2 blind people, great idea. Yeah, you learn real fast when you're fucking getting sucked out to sea and nobody can help you. Literally sink or swim. And you know those blind people can hear it really well, so I don't know what was going on there. Those blind fucks. And I can make fun of blind people because I have the pass. But yeah, no. There was one good thing about being raised by blind parents, though, is that I could literally watch porn in whatever room I want. And I still do to this day. Sorry, Jim. Yeah, so there's that. It made me the most popular kid in the 3rd grade. I'd be like, bring all the boys over. Let's get a little session, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, enough about that. Yeah, me and Jimbo, we are good friends. Me, Jim, and Kelsey here. We don't really talk about Kelsey much. I don't know why. She always throws up the X. I don't know why. Yeah, we live in the same house. A house up the road here that I grew up in, actually. It's a good house. It's got good bones. Anyways. And yeah, me and Jimbo and Kelsey, we've gone to a lot of strip clubs. And for some reason, every time I'm down $1,000 when I leave that strip club. He's tried to teach me the ways, but I don't seem to get it. I think I have a FinDom kink, so Lindsay, if you could tell me what that means, I don't know what, maybe just let me know, I'm really curious. Oh, okay, yeah, no, I love being abused. All right, thank you. Yeah, what else I got? Had a little pre-anxiety jerk in the bathroom before I came up here. Really clears the air. If you guys thought people doing coke in your bathroom was the worst of your problems, let me just say. Dubs in the chat for jerking off. Thank you. Yeah. Can we get some dubs?
Oh, they're
Anyways.
coming. It's on a lag.
All right, we're lagging. What else I got? I don't do this a lot, guys, so thank you for laughing.
There you go,
Let's
Jamie.
see. Oh, there we go. Dead ass, man. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Watching porn. 6, 7. Thanks, guys.
Jamie. How are both of your parents blind and hot? What the fuck is that all about? The whole point of being blind is so that everybody to you is hot, right? Everybody. Two hot-ass blind people. Look at all those W's in the chat for baiting in the bathroom. Jesus Christ. We really have created something disgusting here. Ladies and gentlemen, that is all the comics for tonight. Make noise for all the comics you guys heard tonight. We had a good time. Sorry we only had 4 people on the live poll, but we can only put up to 4 on the polls. We'll figure that out eventually. Who do you guys think comic of the night was? Yell them out. Who do you think it was? Jamie was good. Jimbo. Corky had a fantastic set tonight. Corky was great. The lesbian. I think. I was like, you're gonna have to be a little more accurate. We had a couple girls here that were a little nuggy, just a little bit. I mean that in like a totally positive way. Yeah, go ahead. Write it in the chat. Bashar had a great set. Ivan had a good one. Who do you guys think? Say it now. 1, 2, 3. Josh Kamala. I heard more for Jamie. I'll be honest. I heard more. Is it gonna be Jamie tonight? Are we okay with that? Sorry, Paul. He wasn't on the poll, but we're gonna give it to Jamie tonight. Jamie and his fantastic mullet and his blind parents, who are so proud of him, but they'll never see the award he's won because. And he'll lower rent for Jimbo. You heard it here first. Taking 10% off Jimbo's rent. All right, guys, another great episode of the Comedy Simulator. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope you had a good time. If you had a good time, please tell your friends. Spread the news. If you didn't, shut your fucking mouth. We don't need rumors. It's a small island. Church has got the tip jar over there. If you want to throw us some love, we'd appreciate it. Guys, get home safe. We love you. We'll see you next time. We're going to keep the stream rolling for a little bit so we can talk a little shit. Jamie and some other comics come towards the mic so we can talk some shit to our audience. See you guys next week. See you next Monday. We love ya. See you June 25th for my headlining show. And Simulation. Bye. Thanks for joining us, chat.
I'm a sociopath. I'll come right up to this.
Oh yeah, this is the mic right here. They can still hear you.
Jimbo is on his knees. I was, you know.
Oh, W310. 310 to City. Where are you, South Cal? Was that Torrance? What do you know about the COT, baby?
Juan's got a point. I did write more. But this is my landlord. That won, so I'm okay.
Jimbo's landlord's the winner, so we're gonna try to lobby him for some lower rent. Jimbo, come step up to the mic. Say hi to the people you chat with. This is what Jimbo sounds like, if you're not used to it.
Hi, people I chat with. I literally love you, and if it wasn't for you, I really don't know what I would do with my life.
Jimmy, you definitely got to come see us. Anytime you come to Maui, we're every Monday night, Paia Bay Coffee and Bar on the North Shore. That's Paia. 7:15 is when we start. Come check it out. It's a free show for the audience that shows up live. If you make it here to Maui, let us know that you're from our chat, and we will treat you like fucking royalty. At least the first one. The second one, we're going to treat you like total shit. Yeah. So you got to find out which one you are.
I was tweaking. I'm not going to lie. I do a little.
Or Hawaii. State of Hawaii. Island of Maui.
What? Say hi.
Oh, we got Shane coming up to the chat. Shane, come on, say hi to the chat.
Hello, chat. This is Shane. Thanks for not giving me a single vote, you sons of...
Well, they didn't give you a vote because they thought that you were actually Jackson. Yeah, you guys.
And Luke.
One of you needs to change your fucking look.
Let's shave the boy.
Yeah, shave the boy.
Shave the boy.
And we also got Corky, who the audience or the live stream voted comic of the night. Corky, come say hi to the live stream audience.
You voted me comic of the night?
Yeah, the live stream did. But then Jamie came and he never comes and he did well. So
Okay, cool.
say hi, Corky. This is the microphone right here.
Hi guys, thank you. All right.
This is my landlord. He's gonna lower our rent. He said that to me.
Oh, coming at least twice. Well, not if Diamond's on stage because he doesn't eat pussy. No, just joking, Jimmy. We'd love to have you. Seriously, if you show up, we'll hook you up. Anyone who shows up, we'll take care of you.
Nice.
For the announcements of the pre-show, follow me on Instagram at Chino Bra. That's also where I send the hot sauce from too. So maybe if you send me a nice enough message, maybe I'll give you some hot sauce. Let's see. Now we're just reading. So if a fentanyl comic does trues open mic, are they used as stage props? Does trues? Is that like some type of meth slang or fentanyl slang I don't know about? What's does trues? I don't know.
That's good. Yeah,
What do we got here?
honestly, if you thought this comedy was autistic, they're playing chess right
Dude, that's how it goes. King me or whatever. If you come on vacation to Hawaii, the real human, dude, if you do, you got to come to Maui. Check us out. It's a good time. You got to focus. Now you're just shooting a shit. Yeah, Albanach, come and join us, bro. If you come, I'll give you a free bottle of hot sauce. Oh, speaking of which, I never gave a bottle of hot sauce to the audience member of the night, so I'm gonna go make one up and give it to them because altruistically, we have to give them a sauce. Otherwise, there is no audience member of the night. Yeah, no kidding, no kidding. I fucked up. My bad. Here, who's audience member of the night? We'll find out right now. Wait, I'm gonna go chase them down real quick. Somebody else jump on the mic. All right, I gave the sauce. It's done. You guys, thanks again for tuning in. We'll see you every Monday night here at the Comedy Simulator, at Comedy Simulator. Please give us a subscribe. We are so close to getting monetized. I would love some money. As you can tell, I'm not going to make money any other way. This is it for me. It's either this or hot sauce. Please don't do me to a fate. Please, please, please help me out. Just follow. If you want to get my hot sauce, check it out. highspice.com. That's hispice.com. We ship anywhere in America. Sorry, we're under a dictatorship. We'll go back to it eventually. But yeah, follow us. Check us out. We'll see you next week. Love you guys. Bye.